welcome everyone. Today, myself Neha Antal, Assistant Professor, IMS Ghaziabad University Courses Campus from Department of Biosciences. I will be discussing about the topic probiotics. So, probiotics basically these are the friendly microbes which help us in maintaining our health. So, today we will explore about the how they work, what they are, how they work, and what are their importance to our health. So first, introduction to the probiotics. As you can see here, the diagram of a probiotics. You are seeing here the picture of a cheese, some antibiotics, uh, immunoglobulins, intestines, and some microbes. So the bacteria you are seeing here, they are playing a role of a probiotics. So the definition of a probiotic is probiotics are basically are live microorganisms that provide health benefits when consumed in the right amounts. You have likely seen them in many ads which are being displayed on a TV or the different channels, and like Yakult, for example, Yakult. These contain lactobacilli bacteria which help in maintaining the health of our gut. So these bacteria help balance our gut microbiota and improve the digestion. These can be found in, as you can see in the examples, Lactobacilli bifidobacterium, Saccharomyces boulardii, and these can be found in yogurt, kefir, fermented foods, different kinds of fermented foods, and the dietary supplements. Now, the next slide is history and origin. How they are discovered, how they are being discovered, and how they are being named. So the term probiotic, the concept of a probiotic is not new. These are very ancient practices, or we can say probiotic term is used later on. Previously, it is termed as a fermented organisms, fermented drink. So, the term probiotic was obtained from the Greek word which means for life, and this concept was introduced by Eli Metchnikoff in the early 1900s. And for this discovery or for this concept, he was being awarded by a Nobel Prize. Lilly and Stilwell was the first one who used the term probiotics in 1965, where they described an organism that secretes a substance that helps to stimulate the growth of another one. So, when Eli Metchnikoff introduced this concept of a fermented thing, he observed that people who consumed fermented milk regularly lived longer, which led him to believe that certain microbes could promote health. Modern research supports ancient practices. The next slide is properties of biotics. Probiotics, when we are saying or using the term probiotics, what are the properties or the parameters they should carry? First thing, they should be recognized as generally as safe. In short, we can call it as GRAS. They should possess a desirable antibiotic susceptibility testing antibiogram profile. They should be non-pathogenic to the human consumer, non-allergic, non-mutagenic, and not promote inflammation in individuals. They should have resistance properties against the bile, hydrochloric acid, and the pancreatic juice, because stomach, the pH level of our stomach is acidic, around 2.2. So to maintain the healthy gut, they should have the property to to cross the acidic barrier. They should exhibit anti-carcinogenic activity. They should survive in both acidic conditions of the stomach and alkaline conditions of the duodenum. And they should also possess genetic stability and have no mechanism for transferring plasmids. So now the next slide is sources of probiotic, from where we can get the probiotics. So there are many things like food sources, as you can see in the screen on the screen. Food sources: yogurt, sauerkraut. Sauerkraut basically it's a fermented cabbage, kimchi, it is a Korean salad, cabbage dish, miso, a fermented soybean based paste, tempeh, kaffee, cultured milk, and a kombucha, a most interesting fermented tea, which are nowadays very common and famous also. And dietary supplements, we can use capsules, we tablets, and the powders. And then when we are taking probiotics, we should consider the dosage and their regulation also. So supplements are the dietary supplement which we are talking about, the capsule type tablets or a powder. Before taking before taking these, or to know the effectiveness of these things, we should first check the strain, what kind of strain we are taking, and the dosage of that particular product. So always check for research backed strains and the proper storage also. As you can see in the figure, five reasons why you should take kombucha and why it is good for you. So it is a good alternative to sugary drinks. It can help to detoxify your body. It's good for your gut health. It contains probiotic benefits, and it also helps in or improves your digestion. So types of probiotic microorganisms. Types of the most common probiotics are bacteria like lactobacillus species, bifidobacterium species. There is also a beneficial yeast which is called as Saccharomyces boulardii. For these to be effective, they must survive the acidic and bile acidic environment, and it should be a bile resistance, and it should have the ability to colonize the gut and reach the intestine. There are few figures of the probiotic bacteria like Lactobacillus, Lactococcus, Propionibacterium, Streptococcus thermophilus, Bifidobacterium bulgaricus. Now the mechanism of action, how these probiotics work. So there are different basically types or actions, how they can work, or how they improve our health or improve the gut healthy environment. So as you can see, first it to compete with the pathogens for the addition sites when they do not give space to the bacteria. So probiotics work in uh, several ways. They compete with harmful bacteria for the space, produces natural antimicrobial compounds, as you can see in the figure. Like first that is competitive exclusion. You can see here it is inhibiting the bad bacteria and giving space to the good bacteria. Now the other thing is production of antimicrobial substances like SCFs, that is short chain fatty acids, bacteriocins, and hydrogen peroxide. These are basically again inhibiting the growth of the uh, negative bacteria or the bad bacteria. And the third, it is enhancement of the epithelial barrier function like mucus defense and tight junction. You can see here there is a enhancement of the mucus lining so that the bacteria does not get entry inside the cell or the tight junctions. And the next one is immunomodulation. You can see here immunomodulation, T cells, dendritic cells are converted into a T cell. And the last one you can see here, to modulate the immune system responses. And the last one is systematic signaling via nervous system by secreting by managing the coordination between the neurotransmitters like serotonin, dopamine, and GABA. What are the benefits of probiotics on health? You can see here they are especially beneficial for digestive issues like IBS, irritable bowel syndrome, diarrhea, etc. And they also enhances immunity, support mental health through the gut-brain axis, and contribute to better skin and oral health. Like you can see here on the screen, Lactobacillus acidophilus acts as effective strain to regenerate skin. Bifidobacterium, whereas prevents the obesity. Streptococcus Thermophilus improves the nutritional status. Lactobacillus improves oral health. Saccharomyces helps in improving immunity. Whereas E. coli, that is a good, not the pathogenic one, that is a good one, treats osteoporosis. Lactobacillus rhamnosus improves also intestinal health. And the Bacillus lbp strain 32 reduces oxidative stress. So there are certain terms which are interconnected with each other. These probiotics versus prebiotics versus synbiotics. What are probiotics? As we have learned here, these are the life beneficial microbes. Example: yogurt, probiotic capsules. Prebiotics. After. Pro means बाद में. After pre means पहले. So prebiotics are non-digestible food promoting microbes. An example of fiber-rich foods, that is example of inulin. And symbiotics, combination of the both prebiotics and the probiotics. Basically इनका example जो है that is supplement formulation. So prebiotics are the life microbes, and prebiotics are the fuels which can be used for the growth of probiotics. So in order, we first study prebiotic, then probiotic, and the combination of both is symbiotic. And nowadays a new term is arise, that is postbiotic. So these are the pictures of probiotics and prebiotics. You can see here the figure of probiotic: fermented veggies, miso soup, cheese, kefir, yogurt, and a prebiotics: broccoli, tomato, garlic, banana, apple, strawberry, legumes. You can see here one picture. There's a probiotics and prebiotics. Both are the different forms, but when in symbiotics, they both are working together. In terms, we can see probiotic is a healthy bacteria, and present total 18 strains are there. Belongs to 4 genus groups. These are multi-strain and the broad spectrum. Prebiotics, basically these are the healthy fiber, feeds healthy host resident bacteria and probiotic bacteria to optimize diversity. Symbiotic, they work as in a synergism. The prebiotic feeds healthy bacteria, prebiotic feeds healthy bacteria to help colonize the gut biome. What are the challenges and limitations in probiotics? So first challenge is they should survive in the GI tract, the most important thing. Then next is their variability in strengths, and the effectiveness. So they must survive the digestive process. Not all strains are effective for all conditions. Also, probiotic products are not always well regulated, so quality can vary. And the most important thing is people with weak immune system or the immunocompromised individuals should consult the doctor first before taking the probiotics, as they can see they can might interact with some kind of side effects like infection or a fever. They can be resistant to antibiotics, and they can see release of certain harmful substances in their body. So conclusion, or I can say the future perspective of the probiotics is to some. I'm summing up my lecture. Probiotics can improve many aspects of health, especially digestion and immunity. As research is growing in this field, we see more targeted, personalized probiotics. Including them in your diet through food or the supplements can be a smart step toward better health. So we should, instead of going through the supplements, medications, we should include more probiotics and healthy lifestyle and exercise in our life for a healthy life, for a healthy gut. Thank you.